Alright guys, I'm about to do a versus review here. Well, it's more like, yeah, it's just a versus review between two games, two PS2 games. Driver 3 versus Driver Parallel Lines. Alright. Well, the first thing I'm going to explain to you is what both these games are actually about, okay? Well, Driver 3 is about a guy named Tanner who is a cop, and he goes through these circumstances which get him into trouble, and you know he actually has to become the bad guy at one point, and he has to chase down this guy named Jericho. Okay, and this Jericho, well, he's a real annoying son of a gun who wants to kill Tanner because, well, he's a cop, and Jericho does not like cops. He's a badass. Alright? But what Driver 3 is it's like, well, it's a driving game. Okay? It's an action driving game, shooter, you know. It has 3 humongous cities in this game. Okay, Miami, Nice, or Nice, whatever you want to call it, and Istanbul. Okay, yes, these cities are huge. Okay, but when I actually read a magazine about this game, I was just kind of like thinking, I kind of agree with what people say about. With what some people say about Driver 3 and the people you see in the city. Like in these cities, they're just kind of boring, you know, they're not interesting, but, you know, when you look at the other side of the fence, they're not really supposed to be. I mean, this is a driving game, not a game where people are supposed to shout out, you know, just like Grand Theft Auto. Even if Grand Theft Auto, you know, Grand Theft Auto does not have to be about people talking. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying, you know? It's about, you know, stealing cars. Alright? But Driver 3, yeah, this game has, I think it has a pretty good story. I think it has pretty awesome missions. Some of them are a bit on the unfair side. Some are, because some of the, enemies can be, well, they have like a higher advantage than you know, because, you know, there are more of them around you, you know, at points in the game. You also get weapons, you know, when you go through the game, and you can shoot down these guys called Timmies, which are actually offending Vice City. As I think some of you already know. What's his name? Tommy something or other? I haven't even played Vice City in a while, so. Alright, so, I mean, I think that's pretty much Driver 3 in a nutbag, you know. It has pretty good graphics, you know. I think it's a pretty good game. I mean, it has quite a few glitches, which is true. And the vehicles look very nice. The buildings look very nice. The music's pretty damn good. Well, I wish there was a bit more music to Driver 3, but, well, can't get everything you want. Yeah, I mean, Driver 3 is pretty cool, you know, for a driving game. You can steal people's cars. You know, actually, there was something that I did not like about Driver 3, now that I think about it. I didn't like how people would actually steal a car from you. They might actually get out of their car and start shooting you because you hit them or something like that. But I don't remember, at least I don't remember anybody trying to steal the car that you're driving in. They do that in Vice City, though. And they do get away, too. Alright, so yeah, that's Driver 3. It's pretty good. Alright, so now let's go to Driver Parallel Lines here. Yes, this game is pretty damn cool. except for the fact that you cannot jump or swim. And, I mean, there are a few tough missions. I'll get into the story right now. You play as this guy named the Kid, and he does these favors for these, I would call them ruffians, if if you prefer to call them. Well, that's what I prefer to call them. And they backstab him, pretty much, and he gets revenge on them, all of them. Well, until the final moment. I mean, I think if you go through the game, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much what this game is about. I think what Parallel Lines does, especially with some of the characters and their stereotypes, like the Mexican, I think they did pretty damn good. I mean, I am one that's definitely for stereotypes. Even though I laugh at it. But, I mean, the driving is good, and the voice acting is good. The story is excellent. I actually really liked the story. It made sense. It wasn't too long or too short. There are a lot of extras that you can do in the game, like street races. There are like you can go and shoot down. Like, actually, I think you can shoot down vehicles. Well, you can do that as like a side mission, and get paid for it. You can also, I don't know why they did this, but you can actually like do pickups, Yeah, I mean, I know about the pickup and delivery missions, but you can also do like pickups with like one of those, what do you call it, one of those trucks with like a hook. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can do that. You can do missions like that. You can do street races, like I said. You can do. There are a few places where you can do some stunts, but nothing like Driver 3. Oh, which is something I forgot about Driver 3, is stunts. Yeah, you can do a lot of stunts in Driver 3, especially compared to Driver Parallel Lines. Not as much stunt areas, But what else is there about Driver Parallel Lines? Yes, you can actually soup up your car, the way you want. You don't have to have, 3 engines if you don't want to, but you can have up to 3 engines for some vehicles. It's not for all. You can have bulletproof tires, you can have bulletproof, I think you can have bulletproof glass, or what you can have is shaded glass. I forget, tinted glass, that's right, tinted glass. Yeah. And, yeah, I think it's both. It's tinted and bulletproof. Anyways, yeah, you can soup up your car. And what you can also do is races, just like regular races in the game. You got like LaGuardia races, and you got like, I forget the other two, like the Jersey races, Hunters Point races. Alright. Another thing you can do is checkpoint races. Alright. Yeah, these are kind of cool. You just gotta go through like these checkpoints and, just beat the time. Okay, and then there's another side quest you can do, which is pretty cool. Is like you have like a certain amount of time after you crush this donut, this donut vendor. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You crush the donut vendor guy, and then you start you just move, man. You try to get away from the cops as fast as possible. Alright. So yeah, I mean, Parallel Lines has pretty good graphics. I mean, it joins together a bunch of cities, like, I gotta think of the top of my head. like New York and parts of New Jersey, or is it? Yeah, it's like I don't. Yeah, I think it's New Jersey. You know, like Red Hook, New Jersey. Pretty nice game, and I think it was pretty well built for a game. Even though it's kind of a screwed up put together, it's still pretty nice put together. Of course, that probably doesn't make much sense. Alright, so what do I say? What is my verdict? Well, let's see. I would give Driver 3 probably like an. I would say like an 8.5 out of 10. Alright? And I would think I would give Driver Parallel Lines probably like a 9. Alright? I think Driver Parallel Lines wins the versus. Yeah. I'll tell you why I think Driver Parallel Lines is better. Because I think I just like the cars better in Driver. I mean, I like the story a little better in Driver Parallel Lines. I mean, yeah, the whole not being able to jump and swim thing isn't so great, but I mean, I can live without it. I mean, I have. And it's kind of funny when I'm playing through the game, I don't usually complain that I can't jump or swim. And you ever notice that if you ever played this game? So anyways, yeah, Driver is definitely the winner out of this for me. Driver Parallel Lines. Congratulations, Driver Parallel Lines. You did a great job. So thank you guys for watching this versus, and I hope you guys watch another one of my verses later on throughout the year or years. Alright, so thank you guys for watching.